back to Dark Solar Gaming and Haut-Beyleron on Farming Simulator 22. We are continuing on with our farming experience here in France, and we are just going to continue moving along. So, in the last episode, we were cleaning off our grass field here. We've now cleaned that off. We've ploughed it all over and removed the stones, and now that's ready for planting. And we'll be planting that in the next day or two. Whenever we get to the point of being able to plant. In fact, we can plant our canola right now, so we can do that. That's fine. We might get a hired hand in to start planting that and get that off and running. And in the meantime, though, we've got our two fields here of sorghum that are ready to harvest, and a field of canola, I think it is over there, that's ready to harvest as well. So, without further ado, let's get into it. We've got our grapes over here. They're still growing a little bit longer until they're going to be ready, but shouldn't be too far away, and yeah, we're good to go. So this field over here, there we go, is canola ready to harvest. A yield bonus of about 20%, which is nice. And over here on our other field, we have our soybeans, which are growing, and they're not ready to harvest yet, but they won't be too far away either. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to grab the harvester and we're going to get harvesting. So into the Deutz-Fahr. Turn it over and get going. I hope everyone is doing well. We are just continuing on like we said. We've fast forward, I think we've effectively gone through 2, maybe 3 days or game days since we were our last episode. But we're just progressing, so it's okay. Haven't missed too much. So we'll just continue doing as we are doing and just bringing you the interesting parts. There's no point sitting there for a game day or 3 sitting around doing nothing. But anyway, what we're going to do is we are going to unfold. We're going to lower, and we're going to activate, and we're going to commence our harvest. We're going to start up here, get our canola harvested, and then we're going to head over and do our sorghum. But it's a full-on day of harvesting for this episode. So let's do it. Looks like it's just putting a whole pile of slurry down, doesn't it? Anyway, it's all well and good. So we'll harvest all this, and then hopefully we can get a good sale price for it and get some of our money back. And doing that, we can either pay back the loan, which is just on $1 million, or expand the farm. Expanding the farm can be anywhere from buying new fields to buying new equipment, upgrading equipment, all that sort of stuff, which we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, so to speak. So, I haven't got a definitive plan of what we're going to do from here on in, certainly in the way of fields or anything else like that. I've got a bit of an idea of what I want to do, where I want to go, but there's nothing definitive in my plan of how we're going to attack it. All I know is we're just going to continue farming and continue to build up our vineyard. That's certainly the one part we are going to expand on, which we've spoken about previously, and just expand our general farming. So we're just going to continue on through here. Once I finish this first set of the header, I'm going to grab one of the other tractors, probably the Deutz-Fahr, and the seeder, and I'm going to seed that field. I was going to do that with a hired hand, just to get it out of the way. Because we'll be busy harvesting and offloading the harvester, taking it to the silo and all that sort of stuff. So we're going to be busy enough as it is. All right. So obviously one of the things we'll be looking at upgrading at some point will be the harvester. We don't need to go to anything extreme in relation to size, but we will certainly be looking at getting something a little bit bigger than what we've got now. So we'll see how that pans out. I'm going to grab I'm going to go with McCormick, I think. Where's there, right next to me. Right, just going to grab this. I think I filled up with seeds when I finished the last time, so we probably don't need to fill it up. Okay. Now, can I? Yeah. Right. It is indeed full of seeds, so we can just head straight out and get seeding. Right, so just going to bring him into here. Nice and simple. There we go. And off he goes. All right. We continue on with the harvest. I was just thinking, we got a bit of a rainstorm seemingly. It's about 20 to midnight here at the moment, as you can see on the clock. Actually, the real-time clock, 20 to midnight. Yeah, so it's a bit of a storm coming through, which is okay. We've got some very warm weather. We had 37 degrees centigrade yesterday. So a bit of a summer storm coming through. We've got a bit of a heat wave coming through the next couple of days. That's okay. We'll got to deal with that. But yeah, nice to hear the rain pelting down. As long as it doesn't take out our power internet, we're all good. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna just yeah. So like I said, one of the things we're looking at upgrading will be our combine. So I have been checking the sales, the second-hand sales. I wouldn't mind picking up a combine on the cheap. However, we haven't been lucky enough to get a combine as yet. What we have got is stuff that generally we haven't been able to use. So I haven't lucked in as much as what I have on the Elm Creek series, where every time I seem to want to go buy something, there's something that's available second hand, so I can pick it up a fair bit cheaper. But thus far, I haven't had that sort of luck. Haut-Beyleron. So we'll just have to continue on. In fact, what I might do quickly is I might just check now. I haven't checked it today. No, we've got a lovely Australian walkabout Jacob in there. So that'd be nice. What's that? 211 cubic meters. Probably a little bit big for this farm at the moment. But anyway, the bio baler, not interested. The Dynaflex would be handy. But I don't have a combine for it to use it with, so we're not going to bother. We'll just continue on. All right. There we go. The seed is continuing on nicely. That's good. And we'll just continue on with getting all this harvest as quick as we can. Slow down the clock just a little bit back to our normal speed. 15 is our normal speed that we like to keep it on. I did have it on 30 for a bit because we did have the last episode or two. We had a period there where we were only on 1 time speed or something like that. So just to bring it into the line. Let's see how I go at doing manual alternate rows sort of thing. Should be relatively successful. We'll let the proof be in the pudding, I guess. Another run done. Now I could fix GPS, get GPS for the combine. I probably should have done that, probably more than anything else. But I haven't done that, so it's too bad, so sad for the moment. But we can certainly upgrade it, put that on. But I don't think at the moment there's any real need to worry about it. So we'll just continue on with where we're at. I think that will be fine. So about halfway through, coming up to halfway through on the field. One more run will be halfway. We're at 45% now, so I think this field will almost be complete before we fill up the combine. I reckon it'll be pretty close to being able to accept the whole harvest from this one field, but we'll see how close we go. We've now reached the 50 percentile as of, wait for it now. So yeah, I think we'll go close to having this whole field harvest in this one load. I think we might be a little bit under. There would just be a little bit left to harvest. And it'll also be more than one load full in the trailer. Because the trailer is only an 8,000 litre trailer. We haven't upgraded our trailer as yet, which we talked about in one of the previous episodes. So we'll have to look at doing that soon. Maybe from the sale of this round of harvests with the crop, we may look at upgrading our trailer. Or if not upgrading, perhaps just buying a whole new trailer. We did say that we weren't so worried about having just 8,000 litre trailer for offloading from the field. But it'd be nice to have a bigger trailer to doing deliveries. We certainly don't have a semi-trailer at the moment, a semi-truck, well, truck and trailer. But that's another option later, but that's an expensive, we're talking in the range of about 200 grand, thereabouts minimum. We certainly don't have that money available to us at the moment. We're in cab, we can do our harvest at the moment. Hopefully we haven't missed too much down below. The rain's really pelting down now. Really good storm, but anyway, it's all good. All right, so we're at 64, coming on 65% full. And we've got basically, I would gather this is going to be 1.5 runs left. Don't think we're going to capture all this width in one run, because it is a bit wider up here a little bit. But we'll go pretty damn close. A little bit there we're going to have to come back for. But definitely going to be filling not even a full load in the combine, so which is good in a way. But it also points out the reason that we don't need a bigger combine, because these fields at the moment that we're dealing with, apart from field 37 probably, aren't really going to be stretching the capacity of our equipment too much. So this will take us to just over, I gather, about 72%. It's not a great amount of crop to come off the field, but it sells pretty good for the amount of crop you get, so we should be okay. And there we go. We'll go grab a tractor and the trailer and we'll offload, and then we'll just send the combine down to continue on and commence with our sorghum harvest. Alright, so we'll go grab a tractor. This one will do nicely. My engine must have still been running. Not good of me, anyway. Alright, so the trailer's just over here. We'll grab the trailer and then go off and offload. We do also want to put a couple of extra sheds in as well, because we've got this one shed isn't big enough for all what we've got in here. So equipment wise, so we do need to expand our sheds. I'm going to put a shed just in here, just where that Deutz is parked at the moment. So little shed, and we'll put all the tractors and that in there. Probably the combine and the tractors. Oh, a bit too far. Alright, that's what we got. So we got 5,969 litres of canola. So we'll chuck that into the bin. And then we will continue on. Oops, wrong button. There we go. All right. So obviously, as you can see, the sorghum fills up a lot quicker. So we're already at 16%. So this field, I would imagine, will fill up the combine at least probably once, as opposed to that canola field, which didn't fill it up even once. It didn't even crack the 75%. So this shows the difference in the size of the grain and the capacity of what it'll hold, and that therefore also then correlates to the amount of money you get paid per crop with its yield. So, but nonetheless, we Just going to continue on. As you can see, we haven't even done, we've done probably what, 2/3 of the header, and we're already at 30%. I reckon we've got 2 or 3 loads from the combine for this field alone. Hired hand is still busily seeding. He's probably about halfway by a little bit, which is great. And we're going to continue on with getting this field harvested, which is hopefully going to bring in a bit of money. A couple of bugs flying around the desk at the moment. I'm just trying to catch at the same time as doing the video. It's not really working out very well, is it? You know, we'll worry about the bugs later. All right. What I do now is I want to put him on hired hand. I'm going to go off and grab our tractor and trailer and bring it over to the field ready to go. Okay, look at that nice orange colour for the sorghum. This is a full load for the combine, which is slightly more than the trailer. So we won't quite empty the combine all the way, but we certainly will fill the trailer. There we have it. So off we go. We'll deliver this back into the silo. And then just as a matter of course, I'm just going to have a look and see what the prices are at the moment for sorghum. And also for canola, just to sort of see if it's worthwhile selling now or whether we need to hold off a little bit for the sale of those. I don't want to miss an opportunity to maximise our profits if it is a good time to sell right now. And I decide if I'm going to do a quick turnaround on that field I've just harvested with the canola, to put canola or something else on it again immediately, wheat or barley. So let's have a look at that. All right, let's have a look and see. So if we go up here to our sorghum, price is not that fantastic at the moment. So if we have a look in here, where are we? We're in here. So yeah, it's January where the big price for sorghum is basically due. So I'll have to look at that a little bit later. Now canola, on the other hand, that's also December. So we're talking end of year to make our grain sales. Wheat is the same. So we're going to be holding off until December/January to do the sale of our crops at the moment. Straw. See, it's all based around January is when our best time to sell is. Stones. Well, about now is the best time to sell stones, seemingly. $152. We could certainly do a load of stones and get them out. So that's an option. But there you go. This is currently our status for the farm. As you can see, we've got 37 still growing. Our grapes are still growing. We're seeding field 41. 42 is ready to go with sorghum, and field 40 is what we've just harvested the canola off. So, yeah, busy. So I want to see what's going on here as well. Cultivating, sowing. Okay. We may, when it gets a bit quiet, do a couple of extra jobs here. We may do them primarily off camera just to make a little bit of extra money, but I'll let you know if we can do that. But in the interim, I'm going to take this back down to the combine again because he's at 37% again. Won't be long and he'll be full yet again. He's well over halfway now with the seeding, which is good. Okay. Well, I think that's where we might leave it for this episode. When we come back in the next episode, we'll still have our field over there, 42 to harvest. We'll also have, the seeding will be complete. We'll turn around the other field there, field 40, and get that up and running again. And then hopefully we shouldn't be too far from our grapes. Let's have a look and see where we are calendar-wise. So August, the next day or so in August, we've still got that coming up. Grapes will be ready next month. So from next month onwards, our grapes will be ready. So yeah, we've got a bit to go yet. Our soybeans aren't going to be ready till October. So we'll be able to finish doing our sorghum, which is available at the moment. You see here. We'll then harvest our grapes, and then when we harvest the grapes, we'll then should be okay at that point in time thereabouts to do the soybeans as well. And then that will bring us into December to winter, and that's when we can do our sales and start making some money back. So that is the plan moving forward. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you're enjoying the series. If you are, make sure you press that like button because that helps the channel immeasurably. And also make sure that if you're not already a subscriber and you wish to become a subscriber, press that subscribe button. And make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well. Make sure you're made aware of when new videos are available on the channel. Don't forget to come and join us on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. Details of all those are down below. And of course, most importantly, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Dark Solar Gaming and Farming Simulator 22 with Haut-Beyleron. See you later. Bye.